any rate. Daniel, how's it going, man? Just in time for the race. That's right, buddy. Oh, no way. Is Justin Bieber in here? Is he? There he is. Justin, what's up, buddy? So I'm fairly, like, 100% sure that's...
What's up, bud? How you been?
Good, man. Been a while. So Justin and I...
Yeah, it's been a really long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, man. I still remember those battles we had back when we were both running D-Class at Dover back in 2015.
Yeah, I was like... when I was just starting to get onto it and stuff, that was a lot of fun back then.
Yeah, same with me. Same with me. That was my first year on the service too. I had only been on for a handful of months too.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I wish we could have raced at Dover in Cup Cars. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, those races were fun. They were crazy. But yeah, I remember those races. We thought we were hot shit running for the win in second split and running for the win in second split D class.
Yeah, we got up to the top split and got our asses kicked.
And continue to this day.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. it ain't that Justin Bieber, Pink Eye Jones, man. That dude and I go way back on iRacing. That was like my first iRacing friend right there. All right, here we go.
Hi, bud. Don't like hell time.
He gets the stuff about, gets bugged about his name all the time. I ain't gonna pile that on him. Not good, not good. Decent, but not good. Didn't get the exit that I wanted.
Keep taking, man. All ass, man. Come on.
Gun down for it. Completely screwed up my entry into turn 1 that time. So lap 2 will be slower. Lap 1 was an 894. That ain't bad. Got a second quick right now on the grid. No, dude, Pink Eye, man, you're the boss of D right now. I'm telling you, man. You get up there in D class, second split, you're running up front, you think you're top of the world, and then your I rating gets a little bit higher, and you start running top split all the time, and it knocks you down a peg or two back to earth real quick. Every time you jump up a split, it's like you get your eyes open to a whole new world of pain. It's jarring. It's really jarring when you go from running like top 5, top 3 every race, and then you get bumped up into the next split, and all of a sudden you're struggling to run top 15. Yeah, it's kind of similar to the Milwaukee Mile, I guess. El Guapo 907, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. I don't know. Uh-oh. Got him by a half second. That's funny. So let's see. Radek's in here. Let's go back and just watch the qualifying lap. We got to show off the new paint now that it's done correctly. 17 car field, pretty good. Yeah, Milwaukee, I mean, yeah, it shares characteristics of like Milwaukee and Loudon and those kind of flat speedway short track type tracks. I'm trying to think. It's very similar to like a Richmond in terms of how it drives, but with the higher line. Oh, nice. Cup holder for your rig. That's key. Although if you do like I do and use an empty bottle of Glenlivet Grand Reserve or a Glenlivet Founders Reserve, then the floor can be your cup holder because it just kind of sits there nicely. Kanducci, what's up, man? Welcome. Hoping to show off some better short track skills than I did yesterday. Art of Grunt, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it, man. Welcome to the family. But yeah, happy with how the new A Fixed car the new A car paint scheme turned out. Of course, I'm going to have to move all of this over to the Camaro probably when the ZL1 Camaro launches. Right? That look. Sometimes they say, you know, what is it? Negative press is or criticism is the sincerest form of flattery. I think the Twitch equivalent is that, you know, getting hit with trolls for the first time is the sincerest form of flattery. It shows that you've really arrived and that your channel's become big enough that the trolls are it's worth the trolls' time to come on and mess with you. So
yeah, I'm gonna kind of ride back.
That was amusing.
I finally got a 0X in the truck race the other day. Yesterday.
I still don't even know how that. Yeah, exactly. I'm finally worth trolling. I still have no idea how that nonsense even started happening. But it definitely made me painfully aware that I needed some mods in here. So I have anointed and knighted a few worthy souls. You know, that kind of, you know, goes, for those of you guys who have been with me, you know, since the beginning, know the rules, know how I run things here. If you guys want to be a mod, just shoot me a private message. We'll go over kind of what I expect and get you set up. Probably will be a very short discussion. Art of Grunt, thanks for the subscription, man. Really appreciate it. Namaste. You are awesome. Thank you so much. So, bets are now open. Jeremy's betting top 5. I like the confidence. And, oh, I didn't start the crew chief. That's why. Okay.
You're going to line up on the inside pit road.
This is the YouTube intro for those of you who have only watched on YouTube. Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome. Thank you to all of you who are watching live on twitch.tv/John A. Theodore. And for those of you who are watching the recorded broadcast on youtube.com/C/John Theodore, thank you as well. Hoping that this is going to be a really, really good race for you. I got a stronger starting position than I've had in some of the other ones. I'm starting P5 in the number 8, Corey Bush for Congress 2018 Ford Fusion. It's going to be a 70-lap race at Iowa. These have been... Honestly, the racing has been really fun when we've had racing, but they've also been crash fest. So I'm hoping for a cleaner race, hoping to keep it clean, keep it up front, get a top 5, and hope and possibly challenge for a win. I know it's going to be super challenging. Got to plug the channel. Forgot about that. Justin, there's another new development. It's the last time I raced with you. Got my buddy Justin Bieber starting right behind me there. Justin and I have been racing since...
Yeah, I might have to go check that out after this.
Yeah, for sure, man. Justin and I have been racing basically since I started on iRacing. We came up through the D-Class ranks together.
Get ready to go.
And now we're racing with the big boys in A Fixed. So here we go. Pace car's off. Doozy, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Green flag, green flag.
Nice clean start through the gears and down into turn 1. Nice and easy. Hold that top 5 and take care of the tires, and let's see what more we can get. Gaining on the 9 car right now. Don't know how much we'll gain over the course of a run. I know that Borja's super fast here. I think he's won at least one of these that I've been in. If we can stick with him, that would be an achievement right in there in and of itself. Borja's been pretty quick everywhere we go lately. He's really figured something out. Got a run on this 9 car. We're going to have to sail it in 3 pretty good. Not going to be able to pull the slide job off.
Clear, clear.
And not going to be able to get it either. It is really tough to pass here, mainly because 3 and 4, the high line's so dominant. The best way that I've found that you can get it to work is get a real good run off 2. Whoa. 9 slowed up way more than I thought he was going to there. But yeah, the run that the high line gets coming out of 3 and 4 is so good. Makes it super difficult to pass over there. Gonna try to get a run down the front straight. If I can get a better run than him coming off of 4. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, if you can get side by side coming off of 2, you can sometimes dive it down in there and get a spot that way. You got to slide up and hope that the guy behind you doesn't just run you over. As the 9 scrapes the wall, I don't know if that was an actual scrape. Sometimes those little scrapes like that are basically netcode induced. It'll look like a scrape on our end, but it wasn't actually one on his end.
Outside.
Couldn't quite pull the slide job off.
Clear high.
That's something that you got to be really brave about, and you got to commit to it too. Because if you get it wrong, you're going to wreck yourself and the other guy and look like a complete moron. So another way that you can do it is to try to run the middle. That gives you a little bit better run off 4. Of course, if you make life unpleasant enough for the guy in front of you, sometimes they'll roll out and give it to you. Doesn't look like that's going to happen yet.
Clear, clear.
No need to really push the issue right now. We're running 5th, which is actually a good spot to be in because I'd be on the inside on a restart if we were to get one.
Outside. Clear high.
Thanks. I'm really kind of overdriving it a little bit too aggressive here right now. Probably taking the 9 off. Go back to just riding. I don't want to kill my tires right now. But I do want to get that spot if I can. It's that old balancing act. You want to be able to, you want to move forward and get the spot, but you don't want to kill the tires, and you definitely don't want to kill the car. Long race, 70 laps. If it goes green the whole way, I'm really going to need those tires at the end of the run. 9 car just seems to really be checking up a lot more than he needs to be. So I think that if I got in front of him, I might be able to pull away. It's getting past him that's the problem. Uh-oh. Sounds like Justin's had a bit of a run-in with someone. Still running 8th though. Looks like a no harm, no foul kind of situation. My arms are going to get tired if this thing runs green the whole way. I can already feel it starting in my shoulder. You're hanging the wheel a lot here. Think he's checking up to slow me down? I don't know. He might be. I guess that's always possible. More it's probably that he's checking up because he thinks he's overdriven the corner. If he actually starts brake checking, that won't go well for him. Now we're just kind of riding here. This guy behind me doesn't seem to have the speed to get a real run right now. It's the 6 at Daniel B. Hill. Looks like Rauno's kind of found his groove too. He's working on the 2 of Carlos Villegas. One of the things I noticed watching my stream is I definitely need to stop saying so much. I do that a lot. If I can eliminate the ums and the uhs, that will, here was one right there. So I'll just start catching myself on that and trying to clean that up a little bit while I work on cleaning up my line as well. Roll in the center. Pick up that throttle, probably grinding the right front a little bit more than I want to. 20 laps in out of 70. Nice run to start this race. Only a 17 car field, and that helps a lot. When you clear out some of the cars and you get this, particularly when you get the field to split so that you don't have a huge disparity top to bottom in iRating, that helps immensely with how clean the racing that you get is. Savage Hammy, how's it going? You watched my K&N video around Daytona. Which one? I'm guessing you watched the good one where I had a shot at winning it, and not the one from yesterday where I wrecked twice and finished like 19th. That was a lot of fun, and that's going to be the next race that we're doing, is going to be K&N at Daytona.
Inside.
6 car's been faster than me for a little bit here. He's got a real good run. He'll get by me going into 3, I'm sure.
Door quarter clear.
Yeah, he's got it. No need to fight him too hard for it right now. He's clearly faster. He's been saving his tires a little bit better than I have. Follow him a little bit and get a cleaner line.
Thank you.
Main thing's going to be to get that run off of turn 2 better. Justin's moved up. This is exactly how the races that I used to do with Justin would go too. He'd run super smooth, save his tires. I'd go blitzing out to the lead, not save my tires, and he would run me back down at the end of the race which with K&N having no cautions, it would happen. It happened like 3-4 races in a row. I'm just over driving turn 1 right now. Still getting a good exit. Wagging my tail a little bit there off 2. No harm, no foul. Justin is right behind me now.
Inside.
Driving it to the inside. Savage Hammy, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it.
You're behind the 6. Come around.
Still held the spot over the 11. Uh-oh, we got short track tempers happening. That was enough laps that I won 4. I'll save my 2 tire change for the end. Oh, nice. Yeah, I love the National Series.
I wasn't wanting to race you too hard. I was trying to keep you well behind me.
My favorite track series combo right now is Daytona 07 with the National Series. My favorite tracks on the service, though, I love Dover. I love Darlington. What else? I really like Richmond. Loudon's a lot of fun. Thompson's cool. South Boston. I like the short tracks. But I like tracks where you really get to have off throttle time. You get to play around, showcase your skills. So I don't just have one favorite track, and I've got a good list of them. Here's my number 8 pit board. Right on the money. Okay. Charlotte. So my favorite race of the entire year probably is the Coke 600. I had so much fun doing this full-length 600 last year.
That's it, go.
Gave up 6 spot to Justin on the pit stop.
I'm supposed to be behind the 13. I got it too.
I thought I was a little bit timid going down pit road. That's something that I still need to get better at. Suits 20, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it, man. Welcome to the family. Good start to this one. A lot of new followers today. Liking that.
Hey, number 3, I just want to say sorry about sliding up India there again.
Yeah, that's right. The 600 was a real marathon, the real one. But I bet that's a fun one to see. I'd like to go see that sometime. I'd love to go and I can make like a whole week out of it and do the all-star race and stay and check through the, check out the Hall of Fame, all that stuff around there. How many followers am I at now? I am closing in on 300, actually. It was like 270 end of the day yesterday, I think. 270 something. So probably at 280 right now.
It's the damn bumps down into 1.
Daniel 80, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it.
Get those and you bump up a little bit.
How is the Hall of Fame? I have not been down there.
Yeah, I keep on overdriving that.
278 right now. Yeah, I know the growth has been crazy. Oh, it's at 284 now. Oh, there it is, bottom left, right. Yeah, it's the growth has been nuts. I've been just blown away by how you guys have been supporting the channel. It's been really fun.
I'm gonna be pretty slow in turn 1. I gotta get to the pits.
So restarting 7th. Try to take a little bit better care of my right front. I grounded all the way down to 85 on that run, so need to be a little bit more disciplined.
Get your breath.
Still got 40 laps to go, though. It is going to be a dogfight. Very true.
Green flag.
They caught me sleeping on that start. 4's right on the 11.
Outside. You're clear.
Oh.
Outside.
Six checked up more than I was expecting him to there. And we are boxed in on the low line. That's okay. Running 9th.
Inside.
Going around the 6. This is kind of how the last one worked. I had better short run speed than the 6, but he caught me back up and passed me on the long run, so we'll see if that happens again. He is fading right now. Trying to stay even with me. He'd need to really dive it down into 3 if he wanted it. But he doesn't want it. So I will take it. 8th spot in the 8 car right now. Bieber's mixing it up with the 9, and he's gotten by him. That was a feat that I was unable to accomplish earlier. We got the 15 up there, so I've got 3 cars in front of me right now. Oh, the 15 and the 9 get into it. It's so easy to do at this track, is to just push up like the 15 did.
I could get turned down.
Inside.
Very easy mistake to make there.
Clear.
Try to get a good run off too. See if we can get to the inside of the 15 going into 3.
Outside quarter. Clear high.
Not the run we need here. Taking better care of my stuff on this run. As I lock them up a little bit going into 1. So we fought back to 7th spot, which is where we were on the restart, after losing a couple spots. I think we can work this 15 over and get another one, and then try to get Justin back. Two-tenths back right now, which basically means I'm right on top of him. One-tenth back, which basically means that I'm right on top of him. Trying to make him feel the pressure a little bit, turn up the heat in the kitchen. And the 6 is doing the same to me. 6 is actually making me not really feel too confident about trying to throw it into the inside of him right now, because I don't want to get stuck on the inside. That's exactly how I got by the 6, was that he was stuck on the inside and I was able to take advantage. I know he'd love to return the favor. That's what I thought might happen. 15 goes up, gets the wall a little bit.
Outside.
Down to the inside. Gas it up off 2.
Clear.
Ah! It's better off. You're better off trying to make your move in 2. The low line's better in 1 and 2 than it is in 3 and 4. So you need to start your move coming off 2. Or at least that's where I've had success in passing folks before. It's just much easier to pass the guys that are in the back of the pack too. Ah, he pushed up. Might be an opportunity here to get inside of him. Still nothing doing.
Inside.
We got the 6 making a move to the inside now. See, I turned off the verbosity. Now I don't get my call-outs. I know that he's still inside, and it just won't call it again until he's clear. Which he is right now. But I got good momentum to fight back on the outside. Seven's not quite sure who to follow.
Clear low.
Now the 6 got me for good. Kind of the same story as before. He took better care of his tires, I think, and as the tires came by, just got me by a little bit on the long run. Hey, Byram. That is way too much text for me to read while I'm racing. Sorry about that. I'll get caught up on chat under the next caution if there is one, or at the end of the race, whichever comes first. Got to really focus in on this battle right now. 15 is up there running high, and the 6 has him cleared. Will the 15 try the crossover move? Negative. Will he overdrive it into turn 1? Positive.
Clear.
And I clipped the apron and couldn't capitalize on it. He's really driving it high through 3 and 4. I might be able to make a slide job work. Although if the 7 wants to...
Outside. All clear.
Yep, there we go. Textbook slide job.
Inside. Clear. Inside, inside.
He's going to try to come back at me.
Clear.
I should have done that to him laps ago, and I would have gotten away from him and been in front of the 6. Oh well. Now we'll see what we can do with the 6. If we can run him back down or not. Justin's run up to the 4th spot. I feel like I should probably be running an even higher line through 3 and 4. That seems to be what the faster guys are doing. And I could probably pick up the gas a little bit earlier in 1 and 2. Back down to the inside. Thing didn't stick that time. Had to wait on it longer than I wanted to. 7 to the inside of the 15.
Inside. Clear.
Just like I showed him how to do it, although this time the 15 is going to be back on his outside again. I think the 7's got him cleared. Kind of surprised to see the 2 car falling back as far as he has. He hasn't given up that spot yet, but I think the 6 will hold that on the outside. The outside's really the preferred groove here, coming off the corners.
Inside.
That's kind of how you can defend against the slide job, which is to come down to the middle lane and make sure that they can't get all the way around you. Held him off for a lap. Sometimes that's enough. We're going to get end to go pretty soon here. This race is winding down really quickly. And it does look like the 2 car might be used up. He's falling back from the 6. It might be falling into our clutches pretty soon. Don't know if he's got any damage or if he just ran the tires off of it. Apparently I missed my exit on turn 3 and 4 there.
Inside. Clear, clear, clear.
0.7 of a second, or 1.7 seconds up to the 2 car, which is about where he's been. So I'm not really gaining or losing. 7th will be where we finish unless we can get a caution here late. Oh, and that might be the caution, except that he saved it. Back to 1.6 seconds. We got 8 to go. There it is. Lap 63. Okay, so yeah, 2 tires. If we pit, it's 2.
Good job.
All right, end up getting in 2 wrecks.
Yeah, at least that's something to wait for. Well, not loud.
Nice job, Justin. Thanks. Well, they were actually running pretty good last time.
I was pretty lucky there, 11.
Yeah, Byram. I mean, you do get some guys with A-class licenses who still don't really know how to drive. And as you pointed out, his I rating reflects that. Some folks staying out. I don't know if staying out's going to be the right call here.
My bad, 5. I thought you pitted. Coming high.
We will see. That's a lot of laps on those tires. That's all I know. Zach Novak's in here. I didn't realize that.
That pit, go! Should be starting behind the
Got out in front of Zach Novak. So I'll be the first car with fresh rights. Lefts are pretty used up. Not too bad though.
My sentiments exactly, Zach.
This will be very interesting.
15.
I'm going to need to get away on this start.
5 laps to go right now.
And try to get a couple of buffer cars. If it doesn't all wreck on the start, I might be able to pick off every single one of these. Number 16 car. Who is that? Brendan? I don't recognize the name. Did he do something to you, Vocal Cop? Odds on another wreck before the end are pretty high at this point, Ganducci. We got guys that are on 35-lap-old tires. So, for perspective, my right front was at 84%. There's going to be a huge speed differential between those of us who got tires and those who didn't. So, it's just going to... The strategy here is to try to get as many spots as I can before the wreck happens. Yeah, Zach's a pro driver. He's in the Peak Antifreeze series. He actually was it. I think Zach Novak was one of the championship 4 in the Peak Antifreeze series last year. Oh, I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. I had someone do that.
Yeah, you're slurring now that I'm behind you.
In
It's alright, man. It happens.
I had someone do that to me a couple weeks ago, or last week. I think it was in a, what was it, a race at Milwaukee or something like that. One of those races that just went all wrong. Your tires were at 28% at the end? Was that a race that went green the whole way? %28 is tearing him to shreds, dang.
We are having a hard time hearing
Alrighty.
you. If you can get that mic a little bit closer to your mouth.
So that explains why Zach Novak why the one was jumping out front.
One thing to remember on these restarts.
Pete, you're on the outside, buddy.
There's Radek Sykora.
Timing that right, diving down inside, you're getting into turn 1.
Yeah, hey, you should be on the outside.
No, I should be on the inside, which is where I am.
Passed them before the line because they checked the way it scored gate.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right.
You got all your levers in
There
front
goes
of you.
the... Let's see when Borja goes. Will there be wheel spin?
Green, 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 green.
That's what I wanted. The 15's going to hold up Zach a little bit.
Too wide outside. Outside, outside. 1. Too wide outside. Caution.
There's the caution.
Talk to you about your car real quick. It's open. No,
Yeah,
close,
right now.
close. Looks like you'll be behind the 2. Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 1.
Oh well,
Keep it up, baby. I got white flag.
of course. So I got 7th. That's a good finish. If I could have been a little bit better, if I hadn't clipped the apron and been a little bit better hooking up off, I might have gotten 3 more. I might have been up 3 more spots. Justin got
Why did he
second.
go caution?
Pit road is open. Lining up behind
It
the
was
1.
stacked up, but someone got turned.
Yeah, the wreck was behind me. Nice win there, Borja.
Yeah, the 9 car went spinning.
Alrighty.
Check it this time.
Any tips to save
Good job,
tires?
good job. Ran hard today. Good job, guys.
The
Good
biggest
job.
thing is listen, use your ears, and don't make them squeal. So when you're going down in the corners, brake so that they don't squeal, and then don't like get on the gas super hard so that you're grating the right front off coming off the corner. The sound will tell you when you're abusing them or not. I think we just got a 0x though, so that'll be good for safety rating.
Look at the flag, man.
Gain some I rating.
Making that far yet? Let us know what happens. Looks like a random, fellas.
Borja gets another win.
Well, never mind.
Guy's been stacking them up lately.
We'll find out now. All right, never mind.
Take a look at that last restart. Look at this, 3 wide. So there it is. That goes to the outside of the 15. I've got to run to the inside. And I should have been probably even more aggressive than I was going into turn 1. Got down a little bit too low. I was going to be in pretty good shape going into 3 if the caution hadn't come out there. But it did. Let's see. You know what's funny is that this isn't even caused by new tires versus old tires, I don't think. I think that was new tires versus new tires. Oh well. 3 car just kind of drove through the 9 like he wasn't there. That was pretty fun. I'm going to try something that I saw Tubbsy do, which is go back to lap 1, and since we've got a little time, we'll just kind of let the whole race kind of run on 8x speed. So we've got that whole thing. I think this looks kind of cool from the far chase cam. So that was pretty good. Got a little bit of time before the National Series race opens up. Going to go back through. Thank you to, let's see, Jeremy T1980 for the follow, El Guapo 907 for the follow. Thanks to Paulie P193 for the host, Art of Grunt for the follow, and for the sub. Really appreciate that, man. That is awesome. Doozy for the follow, Savage Hammy for the follow, Suits 20 for the follow, and Daniel 80 for the follow. Really appreciate you guys. Let's see, scrolling back up. Yeah, I'm with you, Savage Hammy. I hate when races end under caution, except when I get a good position result of it, then it's awesome. Let's see, I wanted to see Byram's old Daytona story. Racing at Old Daytona earlier in the number 5 car, qualified like 15th. Pushed through the field using highline drafts. And yeah. Well, I mean, so here's the thing with having best pace on the track is that it's so contingent on the draft. It's hard to really say that anyone's got better pace on Old Daytona. That's not really how it works. The trailing car in the draft is always going to have better pace than the leading car. So Pink Eye Jones, the way that the sub money works is it's a 50-50 split between me and Twitch. So Twitch gets half of it and I get half. Hoodrich Gaming, how's it going, man? Welcome. So yeah, the subs definitely help. That half that money goes to me. Donations, all the money goes to me, and bit cheers, all like it's a 1-to-1. So if you cheer 100 bits, I get $1. Is how that works. So yeah. Really? You were having to lift on entry? That's probably because of the draft. More than anything. Yeah. Oh, were you in that race, Hoodrich Gaming? Were you the 12 car? Oh, you were the 9 car. Or you got beat up by the 9. Yeah, it's just at Daytona and Talladega, you just end up running in a big pack. Too Silent, I have a Fanatec CSL Elite set up with their Pro Alcantara rim, the V3 pedals, and the Fanatec shifter. And then I've got an old Playseat Evolution that I've kind of torn apart because I didn't like the bar between my legs and the Fanatec stuff didn't match up. Oh, you're the 17 taxi car. I don't even think I saw you all race, man. You came back from the back of the pack to get a good finish. Nice job, dude. See, I think that was the final series of pit stops, so we're coming up on that last restart right now. Gonna bounce out of the lobby. Check the. Let's see. Van Dango and Rennick21. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah, Fanatec's the way to do it. Seriously good equipment. But yeah, that was a fun race. That's a good way to start out the week, or start out the night. Got a nice clean race. And let's take a look at the standings, and then we'll get registered for Daytona. Marcio, thank you for the cheer, man. 300 bits, that's awesome. Thank you so much. This one's for you, dude. I should have had a can of beer actually in reserve so that I can toast for the bit cheers in particular. There you are, William. 8th place. You gained 48 iRating in that one. That's awesome, man. I got 16 more iRating, 0.29 safety, and 102 points. Still going to need a better points finish to really help me out in the standings, but that worked out pretty well. Zach Novak, 69.35 iRating. Dude,